The league is experiencing a renaissance thanks to these two young stars, and their battles on the court are drawing in new fans. The attention surrounding them is helping to elevate the entire league, sparking debates about marketing, fairness, and how the WNBA should promote its players. In the end, Caitlin Clark's unanimous Rookie of the Year win has reignited her rivalry with Angel Reese, but it's also brought attention to the growing influence of both players in the WNBA. Should the league continue to allow aggressive defense, or should stricter penalties be enforced to prevent incidents like Clark's eye poke from happening again? While the immediate fallout from the eye poke incident may eventually subside, its impact on the rivalry between Clark and Carrington will likely linger. As both players continue their careers, this incident will undoubtedly remain a talking point, with fans and media keeping a close eye on their future matchups. How the WNBA responds to these challenges will shape the path forward for women's basketball and determine whether the league can continue its rise to prominence. For Caitlin Clark, this incident is just one chapter in what is sure to be a storied career. For DiJonai Carrington, it's a reminder of the fine line between physical defense and going too far. And for the WNBA, it's a wake-up call to ensure that the league is ready for the challenges that come with growing popularity and increased competition. Clark. As the two entered the WNBA, their rivalry has only intensified. Fans and analysts have been quick to draw comparisons, and the debate over who is the better player continues to rage on. Clark's unanimous Rookie of the Year win has become the latest flashpoint in this ongoing feud. What's clear is that the rivalry between Reese and Clark is doing wonders for the WNBA. As fierce competitors, both Reese and Clark have a unique opportunity to push each other to new levels of greatness. Reese has taken on the role of the challenger, determined to prove that she deserves just as much recognition as Clark. However, some critics have pointed out that Reese's defensive game has its flaws, and her struggles in adapting to the WNBA's pace and level of competition may explain why Clark's unanimous win wasn't much of a surprise to those closely following the league. Despite this, Reese has the talent and drive to bounce back, and fans are eager to see how she'll respond next season. Fever fans are hopeful that Clark can deliver a performance that matches the standards she set during her incredible rookie campaign. Caitlin Clark's impact has not gone unnoticed by basketball royalty. Los Angeles Lakers star LeBron James has been a vocal supporter of Clark throughout her rookie season, often praising her on social media. After one of Clark's standout performances earlier this season, James took to Instagram to express his admiration, posting, "Hi haters, I love it." James has drawn parallels between his own entry into the NBA and Clark's entry into the WNBA. Like Clark, James entered his league with immense expectations and scrutiny, and he understands the pressure Clark is under. His support has been a huge boost for Clark, especially as she navigates the highs and lows of her rookie year. While Clark may have secured Rookie of the Year, many believe she also deserved to be in the conversation for MVP. Her value to the Fever is undeniable. Clark and Carrington's playoff clash wasn't just about the eye poke. It symbolized a larger issue of rising tensions in the WNBA, particularly around physical play and officiating. In her own words, Clark expressed that she's felt like a punching bag at times, as teams use more aggressive tactics to stop her. As the dust settles from the Clark-Carrington incident, it's clear that the WNBA is facing a crossroads. While Clark may have secured Rookie of the Year, many believe she also deserved to be in the conversation for MVP. Her value to the Fever is undeniable. She transformed a struggling team into a playoff contender in her very first season. Comparisons to NBA legends like LeBron James and Michael Jordan are not unwarranted, as Clark's ability to lead, score, and create for her teammates is already at an elite level. The rivalry between Caitlin Clark and DiJonai Carrington reached a boiling point in the 2024 WNBA Playoffs, when Carrington's controversial eye poke on Clark sparked outrage. This incident triggered a much larger discussion around player safety, officiating, and rising tensions in the WNBA. Caitlin Clark had entered the game as one of the league's rising stars, but the incident has brought issues like officiating inconsistencies and physical play into the spotlight. Carrington, known for her physical defense, has had her own moments of controversy throughout the season, with several other players raising concerns about her style of play. For many, this incident was just the tipping point, as frustrations over the league's officiating boiled over. Some argue that the league's desire to protect its stars, like Clark, should come with stricter regulations on physical play, while others believe that the WNBA should embrace the intensity and competitiveness that comes with hard-fought games. As the dust settles from the Clark Carrington incident, it's clear that the WNBA is facing a crossroads. Caitlin Clark just had one of the most impressive rookie seasons in WNBA history, but her reaction to finishing fourth in the MVP race might surprise you. Instead of celebrating her individual accolades, Clark is laser-focused on one thing: proving herself in the playoffs. How does one of the league's brightest stars handle the pressure? And what's fueling her drive to push the Indiana Fever further? Stick around as we uncover why Caitlin Clark's mindset may be the key to her future dominance. Caitlin Clark's rookie season has been nothing short of extraordinary. As the #1 overall pick in the 2024 WNBA draft, she came into the league with a massive weight of expectations on her shoulders, and she delivered. Clark's presence had a ripple effect on her teammates, including Kelsey Mitchell and Aaliyah Boston, both of whom thrived with Clark running the offense. The Fever finished the season with an 18-16 record, clinching a playoff spot and revitalizing hopes for a long playoff run. Despite high hopes entering the playoffs, the Indiana Fever suffered a tough blow in Game 1 against the Connecticut Sun, losing 93-69. Clark struggled in her playoff debut, shooting just 4 of 17 from the field and 2 of 13 from three-point range. She finished with 11 points and 8 assists, but it wasn't enough to overcome the Suns' dominant performance. Clark expressed frustration after the game, saying,
"Well, I felt like my shot felt right there. That's why it's so frustrating as a shooter, when it feels so good, but it won't go down for you. That's what sucks about it."
It's a sentiment many star players, especially in their rookie seasons, can relate to. The physicality that comes with defending elite players like Clark is sometimes overshadowed by the excitement of their offensive prowess. However, this level of aggression also raises questions about the fairness of officiating, especially in games where the stakes are high. Clark's eye poke incident was not reviewed, and many fans believe the officials let her down by failing to protect one of the league's top talents. This event has left some questioning whether the league is doing enough to shield its stars from overly aggressive plays. Fever head coach Christy Sides praised Clark's remarkable season, saying,
Caitlin is special. Everybody knows that. She's been special. She came into the best league in the world, women's basketball league in the world.
Sides also emphasized Clark's growth throughout the season.
She found her footing. She's continued to get better. She's put herself in a position to be called one of the best players in this league. That's incredible for a rookie. I coached Elena Deladon, who actually was another rookie that got put in the MVP category her first year, who got votes. But Caitlin is doing extraordinary things. She's unique. She's one of the reasons we're here today.
Clark's presence had a ripple effect on her teammates, including Kelsey Mitchell and Aaliyah Boston, both of whom thrived with Clark running the offense. The Fever finished the season with an 18-16 record, clinching a playoff spot and revitalizing hopes for a long playoff run. Despite her incredible season, Clark finished fourth in the MVP voting, behind A'ja Wilson, Napheesa Collier, and Breanna Stewart. Clark's 130 voting points, including 6 third-place votes, 26 fourth-place votes, and 22 fifth-place votes, highlighted her strong impact. However, A'ja Wilson claimed her 3rd MVP award after a dominating season, becoming the league's first unanimous MVP in over 25 years since Cynthia Cooper in 1997. Wilson's season, featuring averages of 26.9 points, 11.9 rebounds, and 2.6 blocks per game for the defending champion, Las Vegas Aces, rightfully earned her all 67 first-place votes. However, for Clark, the MVP race wasn't the most important thing on her mind. However, Carrington supporters argued that the eye poke was accidental, a result of the fast-paced and physical nature of the game. They pointed out that Carrington has always been a tough, hard-nosed defender who plays with intensity. Whether intentional or not, the incident has opened up a broader conversation about the fine line between physical play and unsportsmanlike conduct in the WNBA. Clark and Carrington's playoff clash wasn't just about the eye poke. It symbolized a larger issue of rising tensions in the WNBA, particularly around physical play and officiating. While Clark might downplay her MVP finish, her rookie season was nothing short of historic. Caitlin Clark set multiple WNBA rookie records, including the single-season assist record with 337 assists. She also became the first rookie in WNBA history to record a triple-double, not once, but twice. One of the most notable stats from her rookie year was her 122 made three-pointers, which set a new rookie record and was the second most in a single WNBA season. Her shooting range, coupled with her basketball IQ, transformed the Fever into a playoff contender. Some have defended Carrington, stating that it was an accident and part of the aggressive nature of playoff basketball. Others, however, believe that Carrington intentionally targeted Clark, given their history of tense matchups during the regular season. Whether intentional or not, the incident has cast a spotlight on Carrington's play. Consistently push the limits of physical play. For the WNBA, balancing the need for physical, competitive play with players like the eye poke forced the league to confront tough questions about how far players can go in their pursuit of victory and whether more stringent measures need to be put in place to protect its biggest stars. First and foremost, the league must address the concerns around player safety and officiating. Wilson's season, featuring averages of 26.9 points, 11.9 rebounds, and 2.6 blocks per game for the defending champion, Las Vegas Aces, rightfully earned her all 67 first-place votes. However, for Clark, the MVP race wasn't the most important thing on her mind. When asked about finishing fourth in MVP voting, Clark didn't mince her words. Her response was simple yet powerful. "I mean, it's cool, but at the same time, I don't really care."
I mean, it's cool, but at the same time, I don't really care.
For someone who just had one of the best rookie seasons in recent memory, you might expect a different reaction. But that's what sets Clark apart. Her focus is always on the bigger picture.
You know, my life is very unaffected by that.
She added, making it clear that her goal is not about individual accolades but team success. Clark became the first rookie in WNBA history to record multiple triple-doubles in a season and set records for most three-pointers made by a rookie, 122, and most assists in a rookie season, 337. Clark also led the league in assists per game with 8.4, a testament to her remarkable court vision and playmaking ability. Her achievements have made her the face of the Indiana Fever's resurgence, helping the team secure its first playoff appearance since 2016. But it wasn't just individual success. Clark's contributions lifted her team to new heights. The Fever saw a spike in home attendance, largely credited to her star power and impact on the court. Fans flocked to see her in action, and her presence revitalized a franchise that had struggled in recent years. Stick around as we uncover why Caitlin Clark's mindset may be the key to her future dominance. Caitlin Clark's rookie season has been nothing short of extraordinary. As the #1 overall pick in the 2024 WNBA draft, she came into the league with a massive weight of expectations on her shoulders, and she delivered. With an average of 19.2 points, 8.4 assists, and 5.7 rebounds per game, Clark instantly made her mark on the WNBA, leading the Indiana Fever to their first playoff appearance since 2016. Clark's 130 voting points, including 6 third-place votes, 26 fourth-place votes, and 22 fifth-place votes, highlighted her strong impact. However, A'ja Wilson claimed her third MVP award after a dominating season, becoming the league's first unanimous MVP in over 25 years since Cynthia Cooper in 1997. For the WNBA, balancing the need for physical, competitive play with players like the eye poke forced the league to confront tough questions about how far players can go in their pursuit of victory and whether more stringent measures need to be put in place to protect its biggest stars. First and foremost, the league must address the concerns around player safety and officiating. Whether through stricter enforcement of rules or better training for referees, the WNBA needs to ensure that incidents like this one are handled properly and that players like Clark are protected on the court. Additionally, the league has the chance to leverage the rivalry between Clark and players like Carrington to boost its popularity. Rivalries are a key component of any successful sports league, and the WNBA should embrace the passion and intensity that these matchups bring. After the incident with DiJonai Carrington, those frustrations boiled over, as Clark pointed out. "I feel like I'm getting hammered." It's a sentiment many star players, especially in their rookie seasons, can relate to. The physicality that comes with defending elite players like Clark is sometimes overshadowed by the excitement of their offensive prowess. The eye poke incident between Caitlin Clark and DiJonai Carrington is more than just a controversial play. It's a defining moment for the WNBA. It has sparked discussions around player safety, officiating, rivalries, and identity, all of which are critical to the league's future growth. Rivalries are a key component of any successful sports league, and the WNBA should embrace the passion and intensity that these matchups bring. However, the league must also ensure that these rivalries remain healthy and respectful, avoiding the kind of unsportsmanlike conduct that could harm its reputation. Finally, the WNBA has an opportunity to continue its conversations around race, identity, and inclusion. As the league becomes more visible, it must confront the realities of how race impacts the experiences of its players, both on and off the court. By fostering an environment where all players feel supported, the WNBA can set an example for other professional sports leagues. The eye poke incident between Caitlin Clark and DiJonai Carrington is more than just a controversial play. It's a defining moment for the WNBA. Caitlin Clark's rookie season has been filled with incredible achievements, but her fourth-place finish in the MVP race has only fueled her determination to lead the Fever to playoff success. With Game 2 looming, all eyes are on Clark to see if she can deliver a performance worthy of her reputation. What do you think of Clark's MVP finish and her rookie season? Should she have placed higher? Drop your thoughts in the comments and don't forget to like and subscribe for more WNBA content. Caitlin Clark's story is just getting started, and we're here to follow every moment.
Oh, the votes are in and it's unanimous.
Yeah, Caitlin Clark was voted WNBA Rookie of the Year. Surprise, surprise. Put up the stats that the league had never seen before. She broke the single-season record with 337 assists, including a league record 19 in one game.
You got me down again.
Imagine the fierce competitiveness of two rising stars reaching its boiling point, as Caitlin Clark is declared the unanimous WNBA Rookie of the Year, causing Angel Reese to throw shade at her victory.
It's a basketball play. I can't control the refs. They affected the game obviously a lot tonight, and a lot of calls that weren't made. I guess some people got a special whistle.
Fans and analysts are taking sides. Was Clark's unanimous win justified, or does Reese have a point? Let's dive into this explosive rivalry and the tension surrounding it, breaking down how these two elite athletes are pushing the limits of competition and controversy in the WNBA. Now let's dive deeper into the impact of the incident between Caitlin Clark and DiJonai Carrington, and how it not only sparked controversy, but also shines a light on broader issues within the WNBA. This event wasn't just about one incident. It has created ripple effects across the league, bringing up conversations around player safety, officiating standards, rivalries, and the unique pressures faced by WNBA stars like Clark. Caitlin Clark's rookie season in the WNBA was one of historic milestones and high expectations. She dominated the court and played a significant role in rejuvenating the Indiana Fever franchise, which hadn't seen playoff success in years. Her ability to break records and lead her team immediately made her a standout in the league. However, the physical toll of that success began to show, especially as defenders sought to contain her on the court. The eye poke incident between Caitlin Clark and DiJonai Carrington is more than just a controversial play. It's a defining moment for the WNBA. It has sparked discussions around player safety, officiating, rivalries, and identity, all of which are critical to the league's future growth. Connecticut's Marina Mabrey stole the show, coming off the bench to score 27 points, the most by any bench player in WNBA playoff history. The Fever, meanwhile, shot a dismal 21.4% from beyond the arc, making just 6 of 28 three-pointers, while the Sun shot 50% from deep. Fever head coach Christy Sides acknowledged the team's defensive struggles, saying,
But at the end of the day, it's not about the officiating tonight, for sure. I mean, we've got to be better defensively.
As Clark voiced her frustrations post-game, it became clear that the incident had shaken her. "I felt like I was getting hammered, and no one was calling it," she said, expressing the challenges she's faced with physical defense in her debut WNBA season. For Carrington, her role as an aggressive defender was once again in the spotlight, with fans and pundits questioning if she had crossed the line. The WNBA community didn't stay silent following the incident. Social media erupted with fans calling for the league to review the play and penalize Carrington for what they saw as an intentional foul. Despite the uproar, no immediate foul was called, and the game continued without a review, leaving fans and players frustrated. DiJonai Carrington has developed a reputation as a tough, physical defender. Known for her intensity, she's the kind of player who takes pride in making life difficult for opponents, particularly stars like Clark. However, Carrington's approach has sparked controversy, with many arguing that her physical style often crosses the line into. The eye poke incident involving Clark highlighted this debate. Shannon Sharp echoed this sentiment on ESPN's First Take, saying,
that we're not trying to dismiss them, but as far as box office, tell me the lady that came in with this. She's basically the LeBron James. The kind of hype that LeBron came into the NBA with, Caitlin Clark came to the WNBA with the same type of hype, and she's backed it up.
As Caitlin Clark's rookie season nears its conclusion, one thing is clear: this is just the beginning. Her fourth-place finish in MVP voting, coupled with Rookie of the Year honors and a long list of broken records, has set the stage for an incredible career ahead.